potatoes.
The commercials are if you don't have a subscription there, Brian. Then Twitch requires me to have a pre-roll ad for anyone who enters. Shut up, dickhead. Alright, I'll just go back to the starting soon screen. This is the stream now. Welcome to the stream, Brian. Welcome to the stream. Queen, how are you guys doing today? I'm going to bring Austin into a little call here. That one always startles me. Ow! And yeah, I'm calling Austin now. He's going to be co-hosting a little bit, guest starring in a sense, while I do a little Zelda 2 grind. Are you there, Austin?
Yes.
You're very quiet. You're very quiet.
Oh, fuck this mic.
Welcome to the stream, by the way, Mano. How are you doing today? How is you, Nathan? I'm doing pretty good. I feel pretty energetic today. I had 2 corn dogs just now, as well as a Cliff Bar, because I wanted to try Cliff Bars out. I hear that they're like kind of okay for you, as well as like decent for energy. And I can't really eat a lot for like early in the morning or lunch. I usually eat a lot more for dinner. So I try and keep my meals light, so I thought a Cliff Bar, if I could try it out, see if it's for me or not. I don't know. Not as bad as Brian's. The chocolate chip Cliff Bars are delicious. I had one of the peanut butter ones, and it wasn't bad. It was like if you mixed peanut butter with sawdust, but it was still like decent enough. Like I could stomach it for sure. Never had a corn dog. Are they good? Really? You've never had a corn dog? It's basically like a hot dog wrapped in batter, but not like bready batter, not like fried batter. And then you either cook it in the microwave or you bake it. And then it can be sweet, it can be savory, it can be a mixture of both. Some people like to dip it in syrup, some people like to dip it in ketchup. It depends on like what kind of hot dog you have. Some people put sausage inside instead, and that makes it kind of like a breakfasty sausage kind of mixture going on.
Do I need to switch mics? Or...
I can just turn you up real quick and see if that'll work. Let me, so can you speak real quick?
Hello. I'm like leaning into the mic, so I don't know if that's any better or if I should just switch to my other one.
I can turn you up more. It's fine. You're at like 140%. I can do just say like some testing words, you know.
Hello.
That's better.
Started
That's better.
playing Apex Legends, and it's lots of fun. Not super into Battle Royale, personally.
Apex Legends, I played it a little bit, and I feel like it could be fun with the right
It
friend
just-
group. But it's
It
just like
makes you want to play Titanfall.
when I play Apex or other BR games, it just makes me think, well, this is I could have fun with this with friends, but we could have more fun playing something else.
True.
That's how I feel about VRs.
Honestly.
It's a hot dog wrapped in cornbread. That's better than what it was. Oh, the audio for Austin. Yeah, basically, it's kind of like cornbread, but it's not as corny in my opinion. It's just like bread. So it depends on how you make it. Honestly, you can make
I guess
it
it is called a corn dog. So
I just never thought of it as cornbread because it's not like cooked in the same color as cornbread. You know, cornbread's more of a yellow color.
I can see it. It's definitely like a different shit. Who cares?
I like shooters, says Manu. I mean, I like shooters as well, or at least I used to. I feel like shooters just kind of have gone away from arcade and more towards battle royale or super realism. I don't know, which I'm not into.
Sport meta.
It's true, that too. I
That's
see
why,
we're
like,
link green today. This isn't link green. This is like neon green.
Bro, that's bright ass green.
Look at the
like...
link green behind me and then look at the shirt. It's completely different.
Oh, Hong Kong started playing Dead by Daylight.
Oh boy. I think he was saying he was going to play with Knight or something. I don't know.
Oh, cool. There's a game I just recently discovered. I don't know how long it's been around, but it's called In Silence. And like it's kind of it's like the same general like vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, I did not want to go to full screen. God damn it.
I got that vibe too, Emma. It makes my face look a lot wider and more washed out, it seems, on camera. If I wear the screen next to it. Yesterday I was wearing like a dark blue and I looked a lot less pale.
Oh.
I guess I've never really thought about like wearing certain things in camera and it affecting the color of my skin in comparison.
With the huge container of Skittles? What is it? Oh yeah, what? Damn. Oh, that's what you were telling me about.
Yes, my grandmother bought me a giant ass, like, what, 3 pounds and 6 ounces of Skittles here. And then 4 pounds of Twizzlers. And legit, these Twizzlers, you could throw this at someone, it would be as effective as throwing a brick at their face. I'm telling you. They're heavy as fuck.
When you measure candy and weight.
But shit, dude, I was like thrown off by that. Like, I was at my grandmother's house going, what is this? It feels like a brick. And I was just like,
a brick?
But I'm like, why does it sound all scritchily like plastic? And then I opened it, I was like, I was not expecting Twizzlers.
That's really funny.
Nathan likes his candy in bulk quantity. I like candy. I think bulk quantity is the bad way to go. Because then I just keep munching on it, and then my teeth die.
True.
Props to Grandma Nathan. Welcome to the stream, Ninja. I see that you've changed your walk-on sound. How you doing today, bud? It's a very awkward walk-on sound, in my opinion, because it's got a lot of, like, awkward silence in it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, ha-ha!
I didn't hear it. I have Twitch muted, so I don't, like, hear you twice and hear myself and, like, have a fucking stroke while trying to talk or read, so...
Yeah, haha, bitch. Hi, Nate. What's up, Ninja? How you doing today? Oh, no, it's Ninja. Kappa. I'm doing well. Hoy, Manu. It has the button effect. Terrible. We meet again, Potato. Yo-ho, yo-yo-yo-yo-yo. What's up, S3? How you doing today? Anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and move over to game now.
Sick.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I apparently have 21 notifications in a new Prime loot. Whatever the hell that is.
Fuck if I know, dude. I've looked at that before and thought, what is this?
Bro, it took me 5 minutes to figure out how to donate bits on this, like, service.
Hey,
I do not
Albie, what's up?
Platform.
How you doing today, Albie? So today we are grinding out our levels to get to max level, and then after that, tackling the final palace. So we should be hopefully getting through the game today, unless we hit a snag somehow.
About how far are you from getting to that point?
Let's take a look. Alright, so, if you notice at the top, I have 6 attack, 7 magic, and 7 life. The highest stat for each of those is 8. So I have another 4 levels to go.
So you got to get to 4,000.
4,000 for this level. It'll increase on the next level. It'll increase in the next level, and so on. You know.
How generous is the experience? Well, fuck. If you're close,
I'm
to the
getting
end, I'm sure
I'm getting 300 XP per run.
Is that a lot or a little?
Well, you'll see.
You say per run. That makes me sound like it's not a lot.
It's not. It's not a lot.
Fun.
That's why I said grinding at XP. Hi Queen, hi Albie, hi Brian, hi S3, hi Squidward, S3, Albie. It's a beautiful day to kick ass. It's true. I get to slap some kids with thunder. How are you, Manu? I am good. How are you doing? I'm doing good as well. Good to see you, S3. Manu, Queen, Manu, Ninja, Brian, Albie, everybody. Woo, Ninja. All right. BRB. Good to see you, and I'm inching closer to breaking the 2 marker? The 2-hour marker? 2-day marker? 2-year marker? 2-minute marker?
Well, decades.
It's true. Hey, what's up, Gabe? How you doing today? Ew, says Brian. Ew. Who are you in? Mario Kart time. Ooh. Oh, are you doing you're doing challenge or time trials, right, S3? Or am I thinking of someone else? 2 million years. But see, that was one run. And now I gotta go back, refill my magic, and go do another one.
I was talking to Hannah. I didn't really see what you just did.
Yeah, you'll see.
But I understand. I can feel.
You see my magic's empty? I use a thunder spell, it kills everything on the screen. I go back, I kill them all again with the thunder spell. I refill my magic, just keep repeating, and it's brain dead grinding.
I guess that's not too bad.
It's not terrible, it's just slow.
Yeah, it's...
Please be... you red bitch. You red bitch.
Is red bad?
I wanted orange because they gave me more XP, but I got red by mistake. Because, basically you want to walk into the blobs to get the orange guys, but the other guy ran right into me, so I had no choice.
Okay.
It's just less XP.
Mario Kart time, 2 million years. As Suri said, gotta beat the legend.
It's true, man. Who's gotta be taken down a peg, you know?
They just said that you need 2,000 hours on it.
It's
Brian,
true,
Nathan,
it's true.
I don't know if you watched The Legend of Korra, but tell me your view on the show. Ooh, I could talk about that shit.
It's
well,
true.
I guess, yeah, you also have opinions.
Yeah, I do have opinions. I feel like our opinions are kind of similar, though.
More or less. But
basically, The Legend of Korra, in my opinion, had a lot of big shoes to fill, so it could have never lived up to expectations. So therefore, it was destined to be lesser, of course. But damn, Pancake, that startled me. That fucking da 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 da. But not to say it's a bad show. I think it does a lot of things right and a lot of things wrong. So therefore, it leaves me with mixed emotions. Is the biggest problem I have with the show. Is that I feel like it could have been better, and by just following. And the thing is, I don't want a carbon copy of Avatar, because then it would have just been, you know, not as good. And I see that they tried to do things differently, and I can respect that, but then they ended up doing a lot of things just wrong, in my opinion. Just to make sure that they didn't carbon copy the previous show. Not to mention they retconned a lot of ideas and simplified a lot of things as well. That made me really feel like it was shallow in the thought process and brainstorming of the show.
They fucked up the spirit world pretty heavy.
It's true. The spirit world got a big fat shit dookie taken on it. I was like, what the hell?
They're like, oh, by the way, in the North Pole and the South Pole, there's these portals that let you go there and you can bend. And it's like, don't you think that... How would the South Pole not have known that?
It's
Especially
true.
when it was just a fucking like...
Seriously,
like a barely functioning village. It wasn't like the fucking city it was in Korra.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like they should have easily found that. Like,
not to mention, there was been a fucking South Water tribe for how long?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. They got. And I think I'll always complain about that show too. Is like it has a lot of charm, and you can definitely tell that the show tried to mature with the people that grew up with.
It's true. It's a lot less childlike than the first series. And it tends to be a bit more mature in ideas, which is interesting and cool, but I don't feel like it was executed perfectly either.
It wasn't executed super great. I also don't like that, and I've ranted to this about you 1,000 times, Nathan. I hate that they have a new villain for every single
It's
season.
true. The first series has one villain. You just have, what is it, Ozai?
Ozai was the big bad. I mean, you
And
had your side villains,
exactly,
but
but they were like just for side arcs that would last maybe a few episodes at most, or
you
usually just
you
one.
didn't you didn't even know what Ozai looked like until the
Exactly.
last
He's
season.
just the big bad guy that you kind of envision, and they fill the shoes very well in the final fight, in my opinion.
And it also helps that Mark Hamill did a phenomenal job as
Mm.
voicing fucking Luke Skywalker. Really pulled it together there.
I mean, I thought some of the villains were cool. I just wanted them to have more screen time because they just only got one season to really get fleshed out, and then that ends up just making them feel shallow, you know?
Like season three's fucking the evil airbender. I can't ever remember his fucking name.
He's honestly one of my least favorite, just because they don't really do much with him.
Well, that's the thing. I liked the idea.
Sure.
They like probed an idea that's like, oh, they might go somewhere interesting with this. Like, you know, he still is like trying to be a nomad in a kind of sense. He studied the ways, but like interpreted differently.
His interpretation was completely different.
And I think that's always cool when you do something like that. However, when it also just inevitably turned into, oh, we have bad guy, he captured Avatar, they fight, and then she gets PTSD by season 4? It was kind of weird. I don't know.
So I thought it was cool that they made such a strong character have, like, show weakness, but then immediately after because she's, like, in a wheelchair at the end of one of the seasons, right? And then immediately in the next season, I know, but my problem is, like, she's immediately, like, back to normal, basically. And no longer, like, they could have done so much with, like, making a weak character or a strong character show weakness and seem human for once. I feel like that's one of the problems with Korra.
Season 3 ended with like a hell of a bummer because that's when she's in the wheelchair or whatever. But they also show like turn around and showed like one of Tensen's daughters becoming an actual air nomad, and it's really cool because it's also funny because if you watch when they shave her head, she almost looks damn near identical to Aang for a second, and I think that was done intentionally for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But like, the beginning of season 4, it just cuts to her, like, there's a fucking time skip, which I wasn't expecting a time skip in fucking Korra.
Same.
Where she's like, oh, she's 2 years older now. It's like, oh, okay. And she's, like, going to these back alley bar fights.
Yeah.
And getting her ass kicked. It's like, how, and I also don't know, how did people not know who she was?
Yeah, she cut her hair and suddenly she's a different person. Was this some Superman shit?
And I guess you can argue that it might be difficult because Aang was very easy to be like, oh, you're the Avatar because you're a fucking air nomad. You're the only one out there.
True.
Like, so it's very easy to see the Avatar. But like, I
feel like the Avatar had more publicity in Korra's age though, with technology being around and shit like that.
That's
you
what
know?
I was gonna say though. Like,
they have newspapers. They have TVs and radio.
Like, they knew she was in Republic City. So they're like, oh, that's the Avatar. Everyone knows who the Avatar is.
There's posters stapled around with her face everywhere.
I mean, because in other episodes, she'll like walk up to someone new. They're like, Avatar Korra, nice. It's like, okay, so you know who she is. But
I don't know. Another big thing I have is that Aang struggles so much with we've talked about this 1,000 times. Aang struggles with the Avatar state and mastering it.
He's the spiritual one.
And he's the one who's more in touch with his spiritual side because that's what air nomads are trained the most with, is like being in touch with that kind of shit, you know? Meditating and all that good shit. And then there's Korra, who's just a hothead who has mastered everything but anything air-related whatsoever. And she's just able to just jump into the Avatar state no problem.
Yeah, the first time she gets in it, she can just hop in and out of it like it's nothing. And it's like, now granted, I didn't need like a whole entire series to teach like the Avatar state, but you can't do it in just one episode.
Absolutely.
Especially when you've established a character to not be spiritually
inclined. They could have done it a completely different way and still made it lengthy in a sense, or make it seem like a journey, just her own personal journey. You know?
It could have been different, like her having more conversations with Aang. Now, I'm not saying bring the whole gang back and have like a whole season dedicated to Aang as adults, because I know they didn't want to do that. But,
yeah, I mean, but I feel like she barely talked with
her.
Aang. I feel like Aang had less screen time in Korra than Roku did, you know? Roku had more screen time in the first Avatar than Aang did in Korra.
So, and to an extent, I can kind of, if you wanted to argue, right, you could say, well, in the first series, it was Roku was essentially the catalyst to kind of explain the show and its rules to you.
Mm.
And I get that. They need a way to like convey what the world is and how it works and how everything works. And what better way to have an experienced avatar? Because Roku fucking died old as hell.
It's true.
So he knew pretty much all the ins and outs. He was one of the greatest avatars out there. So I get that they didn't need to like retell the whole story, because if you're watching Korra, you probably watched Last Airbender. It's kind of one of those things that the show expects you to, and you should have.
That's true. It's kind of like us watching a movie. If you're watching a sequel, watch the previous film, you know?
Yeah, it's like watching
Otherwise, it's just kind of like you're ruining the experience, right?
Yeah, it's like watching episode 5 of Star Wars when you didn't start with 4. Like, it's one of those kind of things. But anyways, so I get they didn't really have a need for Aang a lot, but I don't know. They could have... I don't know.
They could have done something.
There was just...
anything, really.
It just felt weird, because then they also try to do that with the same time of, like, tying who the main villain is in the first season. That they had to, like, what? Aang knew who they were. What? No, that's so stupid. Like, he didn't have to have, like, a connection with Aang and the crew or whatever, but whatever.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and catch up on chat, because we've been rambling for a little while.
Honestly, not much has happened.
Okay, I get
from
you.
what I can see.
Let's see.
I think the only thing we missed
Pancakes,
was Brian.
poggers, ew. I do startle people, and I startle good. Not a fan of either Korra or Avatar. Really? You don't like Avatar? I grew up on Avatar. I love that show. Time to go eat. See ya. No problem, Ninja. Enjoy your lurk, bud. Enjoy your food. For me, when The Legend of Korra came out, I only watched like 4 episodes, but now when I'm rewatching it, it's pretty boring, and I'm trying to enjoy it, but it's eh. I feel like the first season's kind of slow, and it kind of takes a little while before you actually start to enjoy the series. But there does become like a turning point, in my opinion, where the series kind of picks up a little bit.
Oh, what did I do?
I just feel like the first section of it's kind of dull. And I like it's almost interesting at the same time though, because you like want to know more, but it's just the overarching ideas are interesting, but the actual like minute to minute segments are very slow, in my opinion, for Korra at the start. Is my biggest problem with it.
Boy, I hope I can pull this back up, because I'm not reading all that right now. I clicked mod view.
Yeah.
And I have no idea.
Yeah, Brian was like very startled at mod view when he first got it too.
That's a lot. I'm just gonna exit that for now, and then how do I?
Whenever Avatar was on TV, I wasn't really into it, even as a child. Oh, really? I don't know, maybe it has more charm in English, or maybe you just aren't into it. I don't know. Because I think it's got a lot of charm, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
I got it, Brian. Thank you.
Just press the bottom left. Oh, Nickelodeon, I only wanted to watch SpongeBob or Fairly Odd Parents. I watched a lot of shows as a kid.
Oh my goodness, fine.
Especially
I'll share
Nickelodeon, Disney, Cartoon Network. Some, let's see, so I watched Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Avatar The Last Airbender. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Austin.
Well, it won't leave me alone. It's your 3-month anniversary. It's like, go away.
That's really strange, because my notification in the top right of Twitch doesn't really say too much about that. It's just like, your sub expired. But maybe it's because you actually pay for your sub, I think, right?
Probably, yeah.
Instead of using Prime or something like that, or getting gifted subs.
Yeah.
Because I just get gifted subs. I've never actually paid for a subscription before on Twitch.
Oh, sick.
Austin. It was hard for me to get into it since they never played it in order. Well, the thing I liked about Avatar The Last Airbender in particular, Korra, it's kind of worse for you. You kind of do have to watch it in order. I feel like every episode's kind of its own inclusive story that also overarcs at the same time. Like there are the occasional episode where it feels like you do have to watch the rest of the show to really understand. But I feel like each episode is kind of its own closed off story. Like whenever they're in the river village, for example, that's like full of murk and mud and shit from the Fire Nation's coal mines and shit like that are digging and throwing out pollution into it. That episode's entirely inclusive into its own little story.
Yeah, it has like no overarching.
Exactly.
narrative.
And there's a
There
lot
are
of
some-
episodes like that.
There are some parts of the show where it definitely feels like an anthology. Like you could watch it however, whenever you want, because basically it's like, oh, they're traveling here to the North Pole. The show goes on in between, and then
It's
they get to
true.
the North Pole, and to season 1.
They have a general like direction they're heading, and then it's just the random things they come across in that travel, you know?
Yeah. It only really starts getting like, well, no, even in season 3, yeah, when they're in the Fire Nation, like, there's like those bits where it honestly feels like filler almost, because they're like, well, we got like a month until the invasion, so we're just gonna kind of dick around here in the Fire Nation for a while.
It's true. Aang goes to school, teaches some kids to dance.
You mean the Footloose episode?
The Footloose episode.
That's what it is. It's the weirdest fucking choice they made.
I like the Footloose episode of regular show. I don't know if you've seen
I
that
fucking
one.
loved Avatar. When I had Nicktoons, I didn't care if I was behind or ahead of the story, but seeing the progression was pretty off. But I didn't mind.
I mean, the thing is, like, I was a kid, so I was just constantly watching TV. So, like, I might have missed like a handful of episodes, but, like, there were so many reruns, I generally got most of the episodes in before the final one.
I know this doesn't need to be said, but the fucking music is
It's got some good
so good. Like, towards the end of the show, like, after, like, the big finale, the fucking swelling of the main theme kicks in. Ooh.
It's true, the main theme is very impactful, in my opinion.
Put a man to tears if they could.
I'm sure they have.
I didn't watch Avatar. Do you recommend it? Yeah, I'd say it's pretty fun.
I'd say it's definitely a good show, but yeah, kids show, like he says. It's got a lot of childlike elements.
It's a kids show, but it is also a very mature kids show.
Yeah, it jumps between mature and very childish, but I'm
Like,
not
when
saying the
Aang
childish
has to,
stuff
like-
is cringe childish. It's just like it might not
forget-
land on you if
Yeah.
you didn't grow up with it, you know.
But I mean, there's points in the show where Aang has to like confront death basically and accept it, or
It's
like
true. It's very
basically
like
go
there's a
into
lot of
fight.
adult themes at times. It's
Um,
legit a spiritual growth journey of Aang, and he's just a child in a
Yeah,
kid's show.
He's literally 12. Like,
He's legit having to basically be the most mature 12-year-old of all time.
I like Avatar James Cameron's though, but I feel like the movie gets hated a lot, for which I don't understand. Wasn't like the most successful ever at its time. Made a lot of money. It's also a very expensive movie.
It's
One
true.
reason why a lot of people didn't care for it is because it was basically Blue Pocahontas, which, to an extent, yeah. I think it was a very okay movie. It was
I
was
watched it
pretty as
recently.
hell.
I watched it recently with Karina because she'd never seen it, and we actually really enjoyed it. Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
why.
like
Like it was really popular and sold well, but I just don't see why people look back on it with like disdain. When really, it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. I'd rather watch it over something like fucking the 4-hour King Kong movie or what the fuck that was.
True. Now,
just-
granted, Avatar's a long, especially because Hannah had like the director's cut version, and that
Yeah.
movie is damn near 5 hours
It's
long.
it's a long
Like
film.
it's one of those movies that like when you watch it, you get halfway through, it's like, all right, break time. Like,
It's true. You have to kind of pause and go, shit, I gotta stretch. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to get a snack. Like, half time up in here.
So let's see. Rewatching Zuko's uncle celebrating his son's birthday actually hits me hard. Okay, so
That episode is really fucking sad.
What?
And
So-
it's not even like the full episode's dedicated to that. That's just like
No,
one short in
it
the whole
was-
episode.
It was like the anthology one. So, fun fact about that episode. That was actually Mako's last recording, which, if you don't know who Mako was the voice actor for General Iroh.
Yes.
He's also the voice for Aku and Samurai Jack. So,
And yeah, in
I
The
guess,
Legend
like,
of
the way,
Korra, it
like,
wasn't the
as-
same voice actor, sadly, because he had already passed away.
right. So, they actually... I don't know which story is exactly true, so please don't quote me on this, but this is what I heard. That song he sang was apparently his last recording, right?
Of anything ever, or just Avatar related?
Of I think like just ever. I could be wrong. The Tales of Bossing saying, yeah.
Tales of Bossing Say, very sad.
So what happened is that I guess he got diagnosed with cancer or something.
Oh wow.
When I say or something, I don't take that as me like not taking it a serious thing. But anyway,
Just more along the lines of you just
I
don't
just
really
don't
have,
remember
you don't
exactly
remember
what
the
it was.
specifics.
So he got the news, and they were like, "Bro, like you're dying, like very soon." And So
wow.
they're like, hey, we're gonna do one more episode. That's part of the reason, from what I understand, why that episode feels kind of weird, and why it's like that weird like short story is because they kind of did that last second after they had
It's
already
true. They didn't really have.
recorded.
He didn't have the time to continue recording.
Right, because they had
anything
already finished
longer.
up season 2.
Dude, if
So
I
believe
was
they-
told I was gonna die soon, I would have just been like, "All right, I'm done. Peace."
Oh, the thing is, he loved voice acting. That was his career. He loved doing it.
Gotcha.
Like, I mean,
I don't know.
when
I
you-
think I just want to spend time with my family before I go.
Well, I'm sure he had plenty of time to do so, but they're like,
No.
hey, and the reason why he might have started crying is because he realized that that was the last thing he was going to record. Because whenever he's singing it in the show, you can really hear the man start choking up, and that's not acting. Again, now, granted, take all this with a grain of salt, but that is what I have read and heard. It
Don't
seems
be
to kind of
red,
hold some
you
sort of
bitch.
truth. That yeah, the reason why he starts getting choked up so bad is because he realized that that was like the end, and they actually didn't find a sound alike for season 3 until damn near the show was over. That's why Iroh doesn't talk hardly at all whenever he's in prison, because I don't think they had a voice actor for him yet. He's probably doing a Walter White and saving up money for his family. Probably. I mean, the studio loved Mako so much to the point to where they dedicated that episode to him alone, because that's why it always says at the end of the episode, you know, tribute to Mako or in memory of Mako, something like that. Because as a kid, I didn't really get that. But they actually name a character in Korra who is Mako, the fucking jock firebender guy.
I was about to say, isn't that guy kind of a douchebag though? That seems like an asshole move to do. Because he's
He-
like my least favorite character in the show. I'm gonna be honest.
He had charm, but they didn't.
He had
I don't
charm in
know,
the
they
beginning of
wrote-
the series, and then he starts being a playboy, and you're like, "Oh wow, I don't like this guy."
Yeah. And then they
Like
realized
of all the
that he wasn't
characters,
really...
of all the characters to base Iroh's like voice actor on, huh?
Yeah, I think they just didn't realize how to, because people weren't connecting with them. And it's like, and then season 4, he's a fucking butt monkey because all he does is he's like in the police at that point. But he's like
butt
weirdly
monkey.
super,
What the fuck is that
But he's,
supposed
like-
to be?
super weirdly formal with like Korra and
Asami.
Asana. Yeah, the lesbians, and
It's true. They end up as lesbians at the end of the series.
well, yeah.
I mean, it's very loosely shown, but
Well,
the
the thing is,
creators like confirm it outside
Yeah.
of Korra.
Because what was it, like one of the directors or something was like, yeah, we wanted them to like be more than that, but Nickelodeon's restrictions also were very like, can't be doing that.
It's true. Nickelodeon
So
was
that's-
like, "Well, this is a PG thing. We can't have lesbians." I'm like, I mean, whatever. I mean, it's
Yeah,
your channel. I
so-
guess you can do what you want, but I mean,
They're like, we'll just have them walking into the light together holding hands, and that'll be the last shot. Sure, because Walter White did it for, quote, the family. I don't know. I've never seen Breaking Bad. Brian also said, at the moment, I'm only at the end of season 1 of Legend of Korra, and Mako is, pretty sheesh. Yeah, I mean, he's not standoutish, honestly. And towards the end of the series, you kind of forget he's there. Like,
did you read Albie's So I Need to Watch Avatar: The Legend of Korra? Then, did you read that one as well, or no?
I don't know.
Well, regardless,
think
Albie, I would say watch the Last Airbender.
Yeah.
The Legend of Korra is just entirely up to you on whether you think it's worth watching or not. I think
Yeah.
it's an okay show. I wouldn't say
I think it's just
I wouldn't say
unfortunate.
it's like something you go out of your way to watch because it's a masterpiece. While I do
Yeah.
think the first show is definitely worth your time.
Fucking Avatar had like the best character redemption arc. Fucking so good. I like how you get to see Azula's like spiral into madness towards the end of the
It's true.
show. Like,
She's like cutting her hair in front of a mirror, just all kinds of wrong ways, and then goes and fights
She-
Zuko, and then
well, that's the thing is like they start putting in these very adult like themes where like she's clearly going insane.
it's true.
She starts having vision of her dead mom. She throws the glasses at the fucking mirror, and it just the last cut is her just crying on the floor, and you're
It's
like,
true.
God, what the hell? Like,
Seriously. You just like get to basically see her like just break down as a human being. And you're like, this was intended for kids to watch?
there was also the
Don't
episode
be
where
red,
like
you motherfucker.
Zuka, Azula, Ty Lee, and May, they go to like that beach or whatever.
And she doesn't know how to like function as a human
That
being.
was funny.
She's
That
just
was
like
hilarious.
she's legit just like a pawn of war that the Fire Nation is twisted, you know?
I also love how like they went super anime. Zuko, when Zuko gets up to play volleyball, he throws off his top, and these white doves fly off, and it's got like, super low brass Fire Nation theme starts playing. And I was like,
It's
"What?
so
I don't
fucking
remember
hilarious.
this as a kid." Like,
The last cut of Azula was damn right scary when I was a kid, and rewatching it was also the same, I know.
oh god, yeah. After she gets tied down and she's just like crying and like,
Well, oh yeah, she's
like
tied down
doing the
by
grinding,
Katara,
the-
right? With the
the-
chains.
Yeah, the fire breathing or whatever.
It's
It's
true.
like, god damn, like.
Seriously. Dude, I've leveled up twice and I'm now at 6,000 for the XP. Fuck me, dude.
Fucking, at least you're almost there.
Almost. I got 2 levels to go, so I guess
Yeah,
after 6,000, what, 10,000 is next or some dumb shit?
probably. But yeah, it was there's a caveat. Oh yeah, it's like that episode started as like a slice of life, kind of like silly episode for like the Fire Nation side, but it ends with them all around the campfire, all like expressing themselves and what like makes them angry or sad. And like Zuko's whole thing was like, he's like, I just feel angry all the time. They're like, well, why are you angry? And he's like, I don't know. And like it builds up to this really emotional series or like the scene, and he just screams, I'm angry at myself. And like the fire plume like shoots up. And it's like, wow, that was for a stupid like beach episode. Like,
Sock.
Dang, my dudes.
it was really well done.
Space.
Woo!
Why would you?
Suck,
I
man.
mean, this is the best time to do it rather than the Great Palace. So I'll take
True.
it. I'll take it. The Great Palace, after we're done maxing our level, is probably the worst place to do sock hands. But luckily,
the only
I'm not
thing-
there.
The only thing I don't really understand.
Also,
is I
welcome
don't
to the
think
stream space. How you doing today?
They like never really explained like Azula's fire, did they?
What, like why it's blue?
Yeah, it wasn't. It
It's blue just because she's a prodigy of firebending, and therefore she's just better than everybody. She understands firebending more than most people do, or something. She's basically the top of firebending, or something stupid like
Is
that.
because I don't remember them saying that in the show. And I
So
recently
her
watched
fire
it.
is just naturally hotter than other people's because she just knows
Maybe-
how to work with it better, or something stupid
Maybe-
like that.
Maybe that was like one of the. If you read the comics or the books about
Maybe.
because I don't think they explained.
Luckily,
it in the
there is no
show.
cooldown. What, on the sock hands? There is no cooldown. Alright, 3 minutes started. Let's see if I can grind out XP. It's going to be a lot slower now, thanks. You're making the grinding process longer, Space. I hope you're happy with yourself. I think they did explain it, but I forgot. I thought it was just that she was a legit, just a firebending genius.
to me,
Everything
that
came
makes
to her naturally. And so
Yeah.
because of that, she's just able to have hotter fire and things
Well,
like that that are,
what?
difficult for Zuko to understand. But later in the series, Zuko's ending up, overpowering her because he's just,
Might have been her lightning. Though.
he's, following his Uncle Iroh's way of doing things and being more in tune with just all forms of bending instead of just
I will
firebending.
say, right?
Shit like that, right?
To continue off of that, right? Like, the fact that Azula can master lightning at what, 14, 15?
Yeah.
Is honestly baffling. Zuko could never do it, but he learned how to redirect. And then, the fuck was I gonna go off? Oh yeah, I think my favorite fight of the show is the last Agni Kai,
It's true.
which is the one between Zuko and Azula during the fucking comet. And it starts with the super somber, slow music, and you just see the red and blue from the distance.
Yeah, it's really
these
cool.
Giant blooms. It cuts into, and if you never noticed it before, when Zuko is fighting, Azula is doing the super aggressive, all fire-based styles of movement. Zuko is using different kinds of bending movements, and he's a lot more defensive. Shut up!
Are you
Jack!
being a nerd?
Um,
And good, can't stay just here and watching videos for work. No problem, Space. Thanks for stopping by at the very least. I appreciate it. It might have been, and I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. It might have been her lightning, though. What, that the lightning was affecting her fire color? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
I can't imagine that would be it. That sounds a little weird.
But when you
Create a
watch
restore
Zuko,
point real quick, just to be safe.
There you
I've
go.
gotten a lot of progress and I don't want to lose it.
But like when you watch Zuko fight, he does like, you know, water bending styles, like these earth stances, even like the air bending. Like he does like that fucking breakdance move or whatever. Whenever he's like trying to get out from her fire.
It's true, and he's just kicking fire around in a circle with his feet.
And he's like super defensive. I think even like the one where he cuts, where they, where he has like his hands together but out in front of him.
Oh, they explained her
literally just,
lightning
like,
and how she does it, really?
And how he's like splitting her fire. Shit was like, and they never directly say like, oh look, Zuko's doing this. Like you just notice it because at that point you've watched the show.
Yeah, it's a very small, minor detail that they don't really go out of their way to throw in your face. It's like most like anime or something would. Instead, they just make you have to look for that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah. Ah.
It's been 3 minutes. Thank you for Sawcan Space.
I also like how they don't always just reuse music and just loop it like they do in other animes. Like,
it's true.
The last Agni Kai fight is specific to that fight.
It's
the
true.
first Agni Kai fight music is specific to that fight. Whenever Zuko and General fucking what's his nuts that dies in season 1. Zhao. So
Isn't he in Korra as well or something like that?
very briefly, they find him in the spirit world.
Yeah, I remember
where he's
that.
like wandering along.
I am General Zhao. It's just like screaming in the
Slayer.
yeah, he's just screaming in the mist. It's
It's
just
really
fucking
funny.
hilarious.
I love the in season 1 whenever he like does that, he goes, they'll call me Zhao the Conqueror, the Moon Slayer. He's like, Zhao the Unstoppable, and then Momo jumps on his face and he's like, get it off, ah! Like, that was, I think, also one of the first times you hear Iroh raise his voice at someone, and that was scary because he's so calm and like soft.
I mean, he used to be a fucking conqueror before, so
That's
I mean,
true.
he has the ability to do things like
But
that.
when
He's
he
just
does,
he's just a
"Put it
quiet old
down!"
man now that his son's dead.
and you're like, he screams, "Put it down!" You're like, he about to fuck shit up. Like,
Seriously, he's known as the dragon because he's basically considered as powerful as a
Dragon of the
dragon.
West. God, could you imagine if he like started busting out lightning in season 1? Like, Zhao would be like, "Oh fuck!" Like, but I'm sure he probably didn't do that because you could argue that like, oh, Iroh didn't want to fuck up the Oasis because lightning's kind of volatile like that. So
It's true.
lightning is a very one-directional, brash attack, not meant for whatever. Anyways,
Anyway,
I can talk about this show all fucking day. Probably.
Same. Brian started a storm apparently.
Not a bad one though. I mean, kept us talking for a hot minute.
It's
So
true. It is true.
there's a lot to say. A lot of good things. I don't know, a fucking kid show on Nickelodeon when I was in fucking what, 4th grade.
I remember
Like-
I was playing SpongeBob the movie, the game, and then I was like, it's time! And the season finale was coming on for Avatar The Last Airbender, and I was so fucking excited.
He did say, "I will do you tenfold." Oh yeah, he does. That's what he said. Yeah. Honestly though, Iroh probably didn't even need to bust out lightning just to fight Zhao. I'm pretty sure he could have just outfought him.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, easily.
especially like whenever the comet comes through and the the old people raid fucking Ba Sing Se, and Iroh is just doing these insane moves. Like, I mean, he's breathing and he has a ring of fire around him, and it's like, wow, what a hero! Like,
I love how in the Avatar The Last Airbender film, or whatever it's called, I think it's just called The Last Airbender. It's
yeah, that awful fucking movie.
they have to like bring fire with them because they can't even summon it. Like summoning
That-
fire from your body was considered like a high level technique.
Yeah, so when
and they had to
Iroh's-
carry like bowls of fire around with them.
which is ridiculous to me. The fucking when they tried covering Haru's arc, where they're like, "Oh, they threw them all in prison." It's like, why aren't you earthbending? You're surrounded by rocks.
It's true.
It's not like in the show where they put him in a fucking metal
Well,
prison.
do you remember
Like,
how they like? Shit.
They're at a camp. Like,
Do you remember how they were
camping.
like? It takes like a team of earthbenders to move like one rock.
Oh my
While
god.
in the animated series, it's like legit just a
That was a
fucking
tank!
it's one person getting launched. You can like legit launch, crush buildings, launch tanks, shit like that with one earthbender. And I don't understand
He's
what
I loved the
the
show. No, you
director was
didn't.
thinking.
Like, if for one thing, why'd you? So many things up with that show, but like, I remember Dante Bosco, the voice actor for Zuko. He was talking about people were like, because you know what? The thing that bothers me the most about that show, it's not that this. He goes, why'd they hire a white boy to be Aang? He's like, and I'm not calling him fucking Ong. That's stupid. Like, because it is. It's like some just white guy, and it's like, who are you?
I mean,
like
Sokka and Katara were supposed to also be kind of like darker skinned as well, and
yeah,
Sokka
they're
was still
dark
pretty white as well.
complexions, but they're like the fucking they're whiter than the snow. It's like, but the thing that was weird is that the Fire Nation was like really dark, like had like darker skin complexion and stuff compared to the show. And
It's
like,
true,
like,
and I don't remember that being.
Like,
I guess they're trying to make it real world based because, like,
but what does that say?
I don't know. It was a really weird interpretation of the series, and there's a reason why there was only one film in that series. It didn't do well. That film was like really supported by Nickelodeon too. I remember like they had like trailers of people like quote unquote actually waterbending, and it was just pipes shooting water out of the fucking ground and dumb shit like that.
The
But, like,
worst CGI you've ever seen, and half the time when they're waterbending, it's just moving a ball of water around.
Nickelodeon thought that film was going to do well. it did so bad. I wish Disney would learn from Nickelodeon's mistakes and be like, oh yeah, they tried to do a live action as well, didn't they? Why are we doing that?
So the reason, Brian, that the Water Nation was mostly dark complexion like that is because they're supposed to be like, well, Eskimos in a sense. Is that racist? Are you allowed to say that anymore?
I think an Eskimo is still
I can't
fine.
remember.
I can't imagine
But
Eskimo being a bad thing to say.
the whole thing, well, because what is it? Is it the reason why they're so dark complexion? Is the sun's actually bouncing off of the snow?
Something like that, as well as just like I don't know. It's just for some reason in that film, it seems like they were giving me like Middle Eastern vibes for the Fire Nation as well, as if like as if like each nation in Avatar needed a direct correlation with a real world part of the world. You know?
Can we also talk about how fucking Ozai in the movie kept puckering his lips? Do you remember that?
I have not seen that film. I saw that film once and never watched it again. If I'm gonna be
never
honest.
watched it. I've only ever seen reviews, and it's hilarious.
I watched it in theaters as a kid and was like, this is horrible. This is bad.
And a friend in high school was like, don't watch it. I was like, why? I was like, the poster looks cool. They're like, his name is Ong. And I'm like, what? They're like, Sokka. And it's like, what the hell?
I could get past that if they did the rest of the movie right, is the thing. They did the rest so poorly as well. Like, it's more of a meme to just point out that Ong is Ong instead of Aang.
Like, Iroh was Idol. And it's like, why you gotta be weird? Like, stop trying to be so different. Like I'm okay with like adaptations being different from the original source. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, if you can make it interesting and make sense.
Sure.
So,
but I feel like M. Night Shyamalan here didn't do a great job.
When you put a bunch of earthbenders in a campsite in the woods, I don't believe you when you say that they're imprisoned.
It's true. It made sense in the show because they were on a fucking metal ship.
Also, like, they're not even shackled. They're like, you get to stay here. This is your weekend getaway.
True. They were just walking around, just no shackles, no handcuffs, nothing.
Like, it's not gated. It's just a spot and some dirt, and like the crew walks in there and they're just like hanging out. It's like, what are y'all doing?
I can cast thunder twice now. Oh, Pog, dude, I can do 2 kills per run now.
It's just that fucking show is just wild to me.
No, why did I do that?
Why did you do that?
I got really finger happy for a moment. Did I one-shot that guy? I sure did, didn't I, with my sword? Fuck that guy.
My sword.
Can I stab this kid? Come on. Stab, please? No? These guys just infinitely block. That's why I just use the Thunder Spell, because it's really obnoxious. Like, look at that!
Yeah, how are you supposed to hit that? Yeah, the prisons in the series I found to be dumb. There was no reason why they couldn't bend themselves out besides the Earthbenders. Maybe I don't understand. Are you talking about like the Waterbenders in season 3 where they explained it? Because they explained that they gave them no water, and the only time they could get water, they had to be like shackled up, and they kept pumping the air with like they made it like super dry air, so they couldn't even bend the water out of the air. So, and like, and the show, they knew to shackle those motherfuckers. Like I said, like the Waterbenders, they had like no, like their limbs were bounded and everything. Whereas at least the Earthbenders are like, all right, you're on a fucking metal island. So. So. Dan must not have heard. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I think they explain it in the Puppet Master episode. The fucking old hag that was from the South Water Tribe.
Is she the one who uses bloodbending?
Hama, yep.
Okay.
Which also, by the way, what a crazy fucking idea to throw in the show so late in the game, and then to make it such a reluctant thing that, like, Katara accidentally learns it, and she cries, and you're like,
well, she was kind of forced to. She's
Yeah,
like,
she
either
didn't
your
want to.
friends die, or you bloodbend me. And that pretty
And
much,
that's the thing,
right?
like, her fucking last words to Katara is like, "Congratulations, you're a bloodbender," and she starts cackling, and you're like, "Oh, I don't like it." Like, oh, it was just done so fucking well. And then I think the Airbenders, they didn't have prisons. They got slaughtered.
It's true. They just got genocide, you know?
Just super fucked up. Which, how do you, like, imprisonate an Airbender? Like, I guess
don't
if
imagine
you
there's...
constantly... You'd have to have them constantly bound, and, like, essentially they're fucking...
Well, their hands and feet would both have to be bound.
They'd have to be bound, and you'd
They'd
have
have
to
to be
like,
gagged as well, because they could just blow air out of their mouth.
Yeah.
And even their noses. Like, I just... But then they can't breathe if you do that, like... I feel like you'd have to put them in, like, a Iron Maiden type thing, where it's, like, fit to their body specifically, and then you just pump in water that goes through, like, the mouth hole or something.
Maybe that's why they did genocide.
Exactly, like... I'm pretty sure they thought about this ahead of time, the story writers, and went, you know what, it would have just been... It's just easier to kill them off.
It's just easier...
Air vac. Yeah, put them in a vacuum, then suddenly they can't breathe and they're dead. It's not. There's no real easy way to imprison.
Be easier. That's
an
a lot of work.
I don't know how air vacuums work. A vacuum is the absence of any sort of matter there. Whether it's solid, liquid, air, anything. It's legit space with nothing in it.
I'm about to say, so the best example is just fucking, like, no air.
You're very quiet and distant all of a sudden.
Sorry, I leaned away from the mic for a second, my bad. Is that better?
Yeah, it's better now. Sorry, I just was like, oh, I hope the internet's not dying or Discord server's dying or something. Ooh, gimme. But that's my best guess, I don't know. I would think, like I said before, you'd have to put them in like some Iron Maiden without spikes that's like fit to them specifically. So a metal casket, and then have a funnel that goes into their mouth that's built into the casket, and then you just put water through that. That's the best thing I can come up with.
Fire Nation wins the end.
Pump food through that as well.
The Fire Nation did win for 100 years. Like...
It's true. It's true. They kind of wrecked shop for a little while.
Like, yeah, they definitely won that, like, war for a long time.
One thing, so we talked a little bit about a lot of the bad in the Legend of Korra. Some of the good that I liked in the Legend of Korra is I thought it was very creative at times, like with the way that people had jobs, for example, in these cities, like that are oriented around their bending ship. So like if you can bend lightning, suddenly you can work at a power plant, for example.
Yes, and they got
It's
paid a
stuff like
decent
that.
amount. They got paid over like I think other jobs because
But then there's like
lightning
these
is
political
harder.
views mixed in as well, because people it's unfair and in some people's eyes, because they're like, well, I can't bend, how, and I have no way of supporting myself compared to these benders, because there's no
Right.
jobs that are decent that are around not bending.
Right.
And I don't know, it's
I
an interesting
also
prospect.
I did like how the beginning of the show is very like um it sets the tone pretty well, like when she's like chasing the car down to like the triple threats or whatever.
Mhm.
And like it's super jazzy music, super like
I
they did
definitely
a
liked the era and the styling that they did for it. I thought it was definitely an interesting
so I
take
thought it
on the
was
series.
interesting. I still prefer the originals.
Oh
Like
yeah, totally. But
aesthetic.
like again, they can't really do a carbon copy of the original, or else people
Right.
would have
And I get
been
that.
frustrated with that. So they were like, well, if people are going to be mad, we're at least going to try and be a little creative with it, right? Which I
Yeah,
can respect.
honestly, Legend of Korra gave me like some insane Bioshock vibes sometimes. Like,
I mean, it has that early electricity just starting radio going and
yeah,
everything like that, you know? Technology's just
and
starting with
then you
steam.
know the elemental bending was added to it, so. But
I also like that they tried to bring in like interesting elements with bending. So like there's metal bending cities as well as like lava bending and different
yeah,
things like that. It wasn't just, you know, the primary elements. There were the trace elements in metal or different things like that. And it
because
was
what they explained like what after Toph discovered metal bending, it like essentially opened up a whole new world with like the different bendings where they're like, oh, like well, shit, there's probably more we can like every element can do like. Where the what was it like the water bendings was like definitely the blood bending,
yeah, as well as ice.
and then there's like the guy that was like doing like the psychic blood bending, and
I still never quite understood Mr. Boom Man or whatever his name was. With the fucking eyeball on his head where he can shoot beams of like explosive energy at people.
well,
I don't quite like Combustion Man, is that his name?
yeah, or Sparky Boom Man,
That's what I was thinking. Sparky Boom Man or Combustion Man.
yeah,
Penis bending. It's not blood bending. You're
Kappa.
bending the blood over to your dick, of course.
No, they in Legend of Korra, Sokka was like at like a trial because they're like, well, how could this guy be psychic blood bending? That's ridiculous, and Sokka was like, I mean, we ran away from a guy that could cause explosions with his forehead. Like,
It's not the
he's like,
weirdest thing
so
Sokka's seen, right?
yeah, he's like, so it's definitely a very big possibility. Bro, remember when that bitch got fucked up later in Legend of Korra?
The Earth Queen? Where she had the
No,
air sucked out of her
her.
fucking lungs?
Her too, but I'm talking about the other like combustion woman. Who was
Oh,
like,
Combustion Woman. I forgot about her.
do you remember how she went to go do it and fucking
Didn't something get in front of her face or something and it just blew up in her face pretty much?
one of the metal benders threw a plate at her and wrapped it around her head as soon as she went to explode it, and you just see her fall with like a metal thing around her head. You're like, God damn!
Imagine if Nickelodeon had just made her whole head just explode. I would have been fucking going wild. Like, oh!
And then the most insane thing to me is whenever evil airbender is like, I can fly now.
I know, right?
He just flies away.
I know, I just don't understand the thought. Like, Aang has to have a glider to fly, and this guy's just like, I can fly. Cool.
I've been an airbender for about 3 weeks.
Yet there's people who were a complete nation and could never do it without any sort of tool.
Because I'm so spiritually touched with the monks that I've read for decades, so I can fly. And it's like, you can what? Like,
It was kind of lazy on their part, but I feel like
I just felt like they
they're trying to
needed
add
to make
cool
him.
factor to a villain.
Was it cool? It looked ridiculous. Like,
I don't know. Maybe some 10-year-old kid thought it was cool. I don't know.
I
as
also
an
love that he
adult,
was
I
trying
don't
to
think
blend
it
in as
was.
an airbender for a while, but he decided to show up in gray and black robes, and it's like, oh, you're definitely not a villain. Like, everyone out here's an orange. Like,
Hmm.
uh,
Brian says, shh. I think he's referring to the blood bending into your penis.
That's what I assume. Speaking of penis, this guy, he's got like penis spear.
Wait, so you'd never have to actually have anything like Viagra. You could just bend the blood to your penis as much as you want to. Okay, and then suddenly you could always be erect.
We're gonna stop.
So, like, does that mean that waterbenders could technically, like, be the best to marry if you're a woman or something like that? Or I guess a man for that matter, too. I mean, just anyone who wants to get penetrated, right? What? It's true! Like, you could be in your 60s and not have a spouse or partner that can't get it up, right?
I don't
Infinite boner, exactly,
I don't
Brian.
want to think about 80-year-old Aang trying to get it up and lay some pipe down for Katara. I just could not care less. Like,
Katara's like, don't worry, honey, I got you. Just flips her finger.
I'm pretty sure he could do it himself. He's the avatar.
Oh, it's true. Like, sorry, I was thinking of him as just an airbender.
What? Really, the second element he masters?
Shit. Well, the thing is, maybe he finds it sexy or erotic at that point, you know? Because suddenly she's doing it, and he's like, oh, honey.
I don't care. Shut up. I will say this, though, right? When they cut back to, like, to the old gang in Korra, and they show Aang, they're like, oh, we're 40 now. Aang is like... 40. Aang looks like an older monk, you know? He looks older. True. But they show Toph, and they're the same age. Toph does not look 40.
She looks pretty fucking decrepit, honestly.
No.
Oh,
I'm saying
you mean
the
flashback. The flashback, not like in the show, okay.
Toph looks like a fucking 6-year-old.
It's true, it's true.
And I remember
she's younger than Aang, I thought.
No, and she might be like a year younger at most.
Maybe it's just because they make her seem smaller and also like very sheltered by her parents. It makes me feel like she's younger.
Yeah, because
she's definitely younger than Sokka. Because Sokka's like a good 2-4 years older than Aang.
Sokka's also older than Katara.
Yeah. Is Katara older than Aang?
I think so. Yeah. I want to say Katara was 14 and Aang was 12 at the beginning of the show, because there's definitely that.
I just feel like she seems more mature just because she's
she's
meant to look that way, because they make it, very obvious. She's
I don't know. I remember seeing like memes about like Toph.
She had to basically be the mother of her older brother because her mother was gone. What? No way. Rock and Rose with the raid. Thank you so much.
Let me. Toph and Aang are about the same age. That's true.
Let's see.
Right.
/ wait, no, it's shout outs to Rock and Rose Gaming. If anyone in here doesn't know Rock and Rose, she is a real life friend of mine by the name of Danielle. She is a wonderful human being, and you should go and drop her a follow. She plays Toontown, some games on Steam. She was
Corpse Party.
Corpse Party, yes. She played a very hilarious game on Steam for Christmas. It had the most English dub voice acting I have heard in a long ass time, and it was really fucking funny. Just kill me, whatever. Throw your lizard balls at me.
But yeah, no. I just remember like the memes, people being like, Toph looked kind of bad though now. Like when they showed her like in the fucking flashbacks in Korra.
I guess this isn't the best way to die. I have too much health.
I'm too powerful.
I am too powerful. There you go. Stab me some more, Dad. Please.
I also like it in one of the flashbacks whenever Toph comes up to Aang, she's like, hey, what's up, Twinkle Toes? And he's like, come on, we're 40 years old. You can stop calling me that. And Toph basically told him to shut up and stop being a bitch. Like,
I know, right? She's so fucking condescending. I'm trying to get all the endings now in Corpse Party. I already played through it once. Nice. I'm currently max level in this game, so now I'm gonna get myself the full amount of lives by killing myself, and then I'm gonna go to the final dungeon of the game.
Corpse Party's a fucking ride, man. That shit.
I haven't watched or played Corpse Party in a long ass time.
Well, there used to be a guy that made Hannah would watch like about once a year, every 2 years, and then it turned out that he is grooming young women.
There's been a lot of grooming cases lately.
Yeah,
and it's making me really upset. it's a real big bummer because you like look at these people and go, yeah, I like this person. Then you realize you've just basically been supporting somebody for like 3 years or more, who's been probably doing it for that long or longer in most cases, and it's just sad.
Yeah.
Because you kind of look at that person as like a friend or a bro or someone cool, and you're just like,
you know,
well,
usually for
no
some
longer.
people, like with my case with the recent one, like, you know, I've been watching them for like since I was like a freshman in high school. You know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my humor is derived from them, and you know, one of them was like one of my favorite ones to, you know, he was hilarious or whatever. But then now it's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's definitely a
really,
bummer.
Really fucks you up a little bit.
All right.
But
I gotta get to the Great Palace, and this is a fucking a chore. Let me tell you, getting to the Great Palace from here.
Oh, you did! Wow, you got hit by both.
No, if you get hit by both like that, you only get hit by one of them because you got iframes.
Excuse me?
So we're going to see if we can get over to the Great Palace with 1 life, without losing any lives, actually. Is the goal, really. Because once we get to the Great Palace, we can die, and we will respawn at the very beginning of it. It's the only checkpoint you get in this game. And it's the final palace of the game.
how courteous.
Yes, at least they did that. I mean, it's definitely courteous because the gauntlet to get to the Great Palace is a dick and a half. Getting through the Great Palace is a dick and a half, and the boss in the Great Palace I never beat. Just saying.
So is this literally the last thing you have to do?
Beat the boss? Yes. I have to get through the Great Palace and beat the boss at the very end of it. That's it. I'm max level. I have every item. I have everything. I just need to kick
there.
Thunderbird's ass is really all there is left.
Thunderbird!
Thunder! Thunderbird's an asshole. Why did I do that? Fuck my ass. Please. Please, Dad. Just do it. Don't. I got slapped.
You did get slapped.
What's the fastest way through here? I guess it's just straight down. Great!
Sick! Sounds like so much fun.
Motherfucker. What, the Great Palace? It's not. No. Stop it. I will shoot your family. Stop. Please.
What? I don't know why. That was so funny. Well, now you're just running into him.
I'm not trying.
Well, that guy had an arm. Like, he threw that one from a mile away.
They sometimes do that. Yeah. Give me that magic. Okay, cool. So I think this is a good amount of health and mana to have to start with.
I mean, yeah, you're only missing, what, 1 tick, basically?
Yeah. Ooh, if I fell in that lava, that was instant death. Ooh, that guy was trying. He was zooming.
Give that guy a raise.
Seriously, fuck.
They're just floating eyeballs.
Yeah, they sure are.
My favorite is when enemies just block and you have to wait. Like.
Oh, XP, Pog. There we go. They're all dead. Ugh.
In my follow and raid alerts better, I shared it to our Facebook messages.
I don't know why I did that. Well, back to the beginning. Well, not to the beginning. The beginning of the brown section now.
Brown.
Oh, look at that luck, dude. That was Pog. Okay, fuck you. Is there anything over here? So eyeball.
Your sword looks like a wand. Like
it's really small compared to.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I forgot about this dumb shit. Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, you dead, bitch.
Ah, okay.
Okay, you guys stay over here. There you go. Fuck you. The up thrust is really good on these guys. They just have to come low enough for you to get them. Like here. Yes.
Die.
Come over this way, please. That's what I'm talking about. There you go, bud. Just to be safe, I think I'm gonna waste some magic on that. Just a little bit, it's fine. Can I grab that if I down thrust onto it?
I'll down
I
thrust.
sure can. Shut the fuck up.
Uh-oh.
Got him. It's fine.
Ready to brawl.
Okay, we made it. We're safe. I'm gonna save here. I think that's a good that's past the first butthole, I'm gonna call it.
Don't call it that.
Why not?
I don't like it.
Manu Pog. I'm going to head on. Nathan been doing some cleaning and I'm feeling really sleepy for some reason. I will see you in the next one. No problem, S3. Enjoy your nap, bud.
Yeah, enjoy your nap, buddy.
Naps are nice.
They
Well,
are until you wake up with amnesia.
It's true. I'm not a big nap person, but I know a lot of people like their naps. You motherfucker. Why you gotta be all zoomy?
Yeah, I'm not super in love with naps, but I've been sleeping like such a dog shit as of late, so I've been like taking them here and there, and waking up when I forgot to set an alarm, so I just oversleep for like an hour and a half, and I don't know where I am, I don't know what time it is, and I'm just confused. And because my first, I was like, I gotta go to work. Like, it's a horror. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, they're really after me right now. Ooh.
Get some life.
I wasn't really all that invested in that run. It's fine.
That's fair. Dodge. Yeah. Oh.
Can you come down here, please? I killed them because it gets them like out of the way. The blue guys are really annoying if you don't deal with them. Like, if you just try and run around, because they stay on your screen just running around. Like, those red guys don't, but the blue guys would still be running around my screen. Because they don't, like, stay in place. They're, like, basically a part of the screen. Right. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the worst, napping at, like, 2 and waking up at 7. Feel like I'm in another dimension. Yeah, it's awful.
And also, like, going, shit, I need to go to sleep in, like, a few hours. And right. I'm not tired at all. I think that's the worst when it comes to naps.
Yeah. Fucking... God, Hannah came in the bedroom
Come
last
on.
night.
Over here, please.
And then, like, she accidentally woke me up because she had, like, that post-nasal drip or whatever.
Yeah.
So she woke me up 40 minutes before I had to. And it was just her just... like, for 40 minutes, and I was like, awesome. Like, thanks. Definitely lost all that sleep, but whatever.
Can I leave? Can I just, like, not stay here?
I don't really want to do this. It sucks!
I'm gonna need to use jump anyway. Maybe I can jump over his dumb fucking head.
Oh!
I can!
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. You can
Just
fall.
Go, like...
Go. Ah!
What was that noise?
Oh, wait a minute. It's... I think I have to use spell in here to reveal these guys' existence?
And there's having an itchy cough all damn night. Oh yeah, it's awful. It's like I've also unfortunately picked up the bad habit of smoking, so if I start getting like, you know, I get to a cough fit and it's just the fucking worst. Current state for me for the past 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, we're good.
Pause!
The past 2 weeks, oof.
Whoa.
Fuck me. Ooh, thank you for the magic, I'll take it. Gladly.
Some hearts.
Okay.
You're dying! Yes.
Get away from those red bitches. Just want to get rid of that blue bitch.
Get rid of the blue bitch.
And also, a nice thing about those eyeballs is that you can get drops from them as well, like magic drops and shit like that. So it's definitely worth it in my opinion to kill them.
Yeah.
At least when I was playing like without save states, it definitely my runs got further most of the time if I was killing them.
Oh, I'm sure.
When he's down there though, it's like he can't really reach me. So I guess not that worth
Existing on
it.
the front plane. Scorpion, no.
Yeah, fuck that scorpion.
like the etching, like.
Fuck.
Because you know these old NES games will just fling an enemy at you at max speed.
It's
like,
true. It's absolutely true. We're almost there, and we haven't even used a life yet, which is crazy to me.
Why'd you say that? Oh.
It's true. Why did I say that? Stay away from me, bitch. Okay.
You know better. Nathan, are you thinking of putting SM3DW for Community Fridays?
SM3W.
SM3DW.
Super Mario 3D World for Community Fridays. I don't know, because I don't know what the fuck the community aspect of that game is.
Yeah, I saw that trailer too. I was not ready for Calamity Bowser and Super Saiyan Cat Mario.
Calamity Bowser.
Fucking squaring up. That definitely threw me off. Granted, Bowser's design looked awesome. I like a good, like,
Cool Bowser.
evil, like, yeah, look or whatever. Definitely was not expecting the Super Saiyan Mario. Like, because I saw you comment on, like, oh, what? It's just because he's big and golden? Legitimately had the spiky hair and everything. Like,
It's true.
even his tail had, like, a little flame fucking look, and it was...
We made it without losing a single life, baby.
It's different enough from Gaiga Bowser. That's true. Gaiga Bowser's a really cool design and everything. I like that they had that for Smash, but I think for this game, they obviously wanted to go with something different. I would like to see Gaiga Bowser in another game that's not Smash, but I don't think they'll ever do that.
I don't think they
it's
will.
Just a Smash exclusive.
Instantly died to a fucking firebird.
That was sick.
These little breasted firebirds are actually very difficult to fight.
Glitchy Queen asked, was there an agenda posted for Community Friday yet?
An agenda posted? I don't really have an agenda. It's usually just like, if you guys recommend things to me, I'll think about
What's
it
your
for sure.
agenda, Nathan?
My current
What are you hiding?
listing is usually just Jackbox, fucking, what was it called? We got Jackbox, we got Mario Kart, we got, my brain's blinking.
Golf with your friends.
Golf with your friends, that was another one. Things like that. If you guys have anything you'd like to recommend, feel free and do so. Fuck, I
Look at the
forgot.
block. How'd you, what?
This stage is notorious for falling through floors at random.
Jackbox was a really good time. Those games are fun. It's a lot of those games are really fun.
I do enjoy Jackbox. So I jump there? Yeah, okay, cool.
Playing with a bunch of friends is one of the most entertaining things you can do.
It's true. It's why
Especially
Mario
for
Party
Twitch.
is one of Nintendo's most popular IPs. Same for Smash and things like that, you know?
Yeah, people like party games.
They do.
Not everything's gotta be a fucking shooter or
Or,
you
yeah,
know.
an esport.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't
Unicorn.
remember how to navigate this dungeon. I may just cheat and use a map just to get to the boss faster, because I've navigated this place before without a map. I don't really know if I feel like doing it right now. Because this dungeon is fucked up. It is a bitch and a half. Can you please? Thank you.
Good lord, it looks like you just have to tank a bunch of shit.
You do!
2 votes for Jackbox so far.
I wouldn't really call it a voting system. I'd just say leave a suggestion in the suggestion box on Discord if you've got anything you'd like to see.
I will be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Sounds good. Nice thing though is I have a fuck ton of health, magic, and damage, so I just insta-kill almost everything. I'm just gonna keep going left and down as much as I can. How do you dodge that? How? How are you expected to dodge that? So what am I doing over here exactly? I used to have it memorized on how to get through this dungeon. I just don't remember it anymore. Kind of bothers me. But oh well. I'm sure I'll figure it out. Just get out of my life, please. Oof, that was scary. Felt like I was about to insta-die there. So, I don't know where to go. I might just kill myself and start over. Wait a minute. I was about to say, this isn't a boss room, is it? I forgot they have these, fake boss rooms. just thrown out through the dungeon to make you think that you found the correct way to go. The Great Palace is a huge-ass maze. So, here's a reference as to why the Great Palace is so big, as well as why it is the only checkpoint in Zelda 2. Just a little trivia for you guys. Zelda 2 originally came on a two-sided, like, disc, in a sense. So you would flip it over, and on the other side, so the whole game's on one side, and then the Great Palace is entirely on the other side. The Great Palace is legitimately half the game. When it comes to size, at least. You can get through the Great Palace very quickly if you know the way, but I'm just saying, like, it's a huge dungeon. It's probably one of the biggest dungeons in any Zelda game. You motherfucker, I did not want to jump. I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Not what I like to see. Alright, so... I don't think I'm going the correct way, though. If I remember the correct way, this doesn't feel like it. But, what do I know? I haven't seen the correct way in a while. You know, I should just use shield. Now it's a little too late to use shield, because I'm just gonna die. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep, there it is. Not dead? Dead. Not dead? Fuck me, dude. Oh! Okay. Monka S. Think we're good? Okay. There's fish in here. The fish are gonna kill me. Can't say I was expecting a giant blob. Cannot say that I was expecting that. Dude, I tried to go back and dodge it. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to die and hope for the best. These red birds, dude! What are you expected to do here? Boom boom. Boom 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 boom. Ooh, that was scary. Motherfucker. Come on. Okay, we're good. I don't think I'm going the right way, but I'm just gonna keep on going this way. Cool. This dungeon. Ah, I forgot about these blue bitches. Can I please get through? I think I'm gonna die before I can get over this way. Which isn't that big a deal to me, because I don't think I'm going the right way anyway. So, let's go ahead and... Please don't put me back at the beginning of the game. Continue. You don't click save. If you click save, it will not put you back here. Because if you click save, it'll take you back to the title screen. And then, if you go back to the title screen, it'll take you back to the beginning of the game if you start from there. You can't save at the Great Palace. It's an auto-save. Basically meaning, you will start here as long as your system's turned on. But as soon as your system turns off, it basically, anytime you go back to the title screen and exit the game, it will no longer be saved. And you will have to start from the very beginning of the game again. Ugh, fuck, this game's unforgiving. It's stupid. Alright, so... let me go ahead and look at a map for this dungeon. Great Palace map. Zelda 2. This map is horrible. I'm going to a different one. That's better. Okay. So I want to go and follow this lettered grid, I guess, is what I'm doing here. So I need to go left next. and then down, and then right. So that was my mistake. I went left and started going down the completely wrong direction. Man, fuck this Firebird. Jump. I didn't jump. I'm stupid. Why would I do this to myself? That didn't really help. Whatever. Come on. I'm so ready to be done with this game and move on to Wind Waker. Wind Waker's so good, and this game is almost good, but the things it does bad are just so unforgivable, it's hard to like it. So I'm heading right now, and then down, and then right. Okay, cool. So just keep heading right. You gonna fall on me? No? No slime? Okay, cool. So this room's just empty for no fucking reason. Slime? No slime. That's weird. Some of the rooms are very similar, but just filled differently with different things. My dog's going nuts. Don't shoot me. Alright, so after I go down, I just go right again, and then down? I guess so, yeah. Oh no. I'm gonna use shield in here. I think it's gonna be worth it in the long run on how much life I'm gonna lose. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. If I kill them both, are they just gone forever? I think they might respawn, but if... Oh, yeah, they respawn. Cool. Whatever. We've already moved on. Oh, I see. Okay, this is just... I think I see? Fuck me! I didn't want to lose a life there. That was stupid of me. I shouldn't have lost a life there. I had plenty of magic. I just killed myself, basically. These red guys, even with max health, max magic, max damage, are still so fucking busted. It's stupid. Okay, cool. I'm cooking sesame chicken in a crock pot today. That sounds delicious. Wish I could have some. That sounds awesome. So I just keep going down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Until I'm here. And now I head right and then down. Okay, I can do that. Dude, it's so unfair. Please let me pass. Thank you. Okay. No, please stop it. Please! There's so much bullshit on the screen. This is fine. So now that I'm gone down here, I need to head right, cross some lava, go down an elevator. Oh shit. This is a long run all the way back to the boss. Fuck me. Okay, that's not cool. It's really not. It's just not. I'm not having a good time. I just hope it doesn't taste horrible. I'm sure it'll come out fine. The thing about cooking is it takes practice to get better at it, so you can't expect to just be good overnight. Just run! Fuck me! It's over. Fuck! These blue guys are so fucking strong. It's stupid. What am I expected to do here? And... fuck. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. Fuck me, please. There we go. Can't touch me now. Fuck you, bitch. Okay. I don't know why I'm trying to go through in one run instead of, like, save stating, but I guess it's more or less so I can explore. So I just went across that lava down, and now I'm going to go into this blue. Yep, blue. And then I'll go right. Yikes, that's terrifying. And then I'll go up and then down, right? Fuck me, dude. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Fuck yeah. Later, kid. Alright, and we're going down a lot. Just keep going down. Keep going down. And I think we had left and then down. I think if I had right, there is a extra life, which might be useful. Let's go check. I think there's an extra life over here in the corner, which, if there is, then cool. This can be the run we can use to go and fight the final boss. Because then I'll have that extra life and then just restore points. I was wrong. Cool. I'm glad that I went this direction for no reason. Cool. So left now, instead of right. These firebirds are bullshit, dude. Okay, and then we'll be heading down, it looks like? Yes, okay, I remember this now. You gotta go to a specific one of these. I don't remember which one it was. One of these will take you down. There it is. And you just have to find that. And it's so stupid. It's so dumb. And then I head right, I guess? Okay. And then down. That's a big-ass blob. I hope I get that extra life, though. I don't know where it is, but I hope I get it. Cross this lava, which should be fine. And then head down. Okay. So I need to be careful here. And then I need to... Yes, that's it. Okay, cool. That magic would have been nice, but I don't know if I want to risk it. And then I'm heading right. And then this is the final room before the boss, I think? Well, fuck. No, this is the boss. Shit, this is Thunderbird. Fuck me, dude. Oh no, this is Thunderbird. No. I don't have enough magic to fight him, and I don't have an extra life either. Shit. Well, we lost. That was at least an educational run at the very least. To know where the fuck to go. Took all 3 of my lives to get to Thunderbird, and I still couldn't fight him because I'm a dumbass. Took 3 lives to get to Thunderbird, not even, like, kill it. Fuck me. Okay. So I remember what to do, kind of. You head left. Don't take damage from this kid, so let's see if we can just, like, restore point our way to have the quote-unquote perfect run. That's already a fuck. That's not a perfect run, that's a fuck. I'll take that as a fine. 1 hit from one of those guys, honestly, the best I can hope for. Because those guys are assholes, and I hate them. Cool. And we head down. And then right, I believe? Yes. And we just keep going down and right as much as we can. Alright, let's keep on going. I don't think there's anything in this lava room, actually. If I remember correctly. I think it's pretty empty, actually. Anything painful in here? Yes. 2 hits. I don't like it. I don't like it. We're taking 1 hit, please. 1 hit is all I care for. Not good enough. Fuck. That 1 hit, that's fine. Whatever. Fine. Whatever. I guess I'll take it. Ah, yeah. Okay. Let's create a restore point. Fuck you. Okay, you're dead. Now get out of my life. Okay. We're good. That wasn't terrible. I'll take it. Just jump over me. Just jump over me, please. I need to go further forward. So he'll jump, and I'll, like, run underneath him. It's 2 hits. I don't like it. These red birds are assholes. I should have ran. I had a perfect opportunity there, and I wasn't prepared for it because he wasn't doing it. You know what, that's good enough. I think 1 hit's all that I can hope to... And that slime is just not worth taking a hit from. I'm sorry. He ran right into me. Come on. That's fine. I'll take it. Why did I... Come on. This is ass. Okay, that's fine. I keep clicking my head on the ceiling there, and it's really irritating. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Fucking 2 hits, not worth it. That's too much health loss to that bitch. I don't want to take that. Come on. Okay, that's... I think 1 hit's all I took, and I'm okay with that. That's fine. So just down 2 screens, and then we'll be right here. So now we head right. And then down. So let's save here.
Oh,
Welcome
hello.
back.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm trying to get to the Great Palace with as few damage as possible. And it's so fucking irritating. Because I got all the way to Thunderbird and didn't have enough magic to even start the fight. And then I basically had to kill myself because that was my last life. And so I was like, cool.
Sick.
So now I'm like save scumming out the ass because I really don't feel like dealing with the palace. If you want to watch me do this palace legitimately, you can go ahead and watch that on YouTube. Because I have done it legitimately.
The other one?
Yeah, I did it on my actual NES.
But you didn't beat the boss, Nathan.
That's because the boss is stupid. And the NES renders shit poorly, so I couldn't even tell what the fuck I was fighting.
True. So who is this? Is this just a bird?
This is just a firebird. It's not even a boss. This is legit just a regular ass enemy.
Nice.
Usually, if I take more than 1 damage to them, it's too much for me to really consider worth my time.
Atla, I can't...
Did I make a... I did make a restore point, cool.
Fucking my cat's like fucking around with the curtain that's over the window. So it's just all this light comes like flooding in the room. Of course, it's directly behind me, so it just immediately like glares up my screen like something fierce.
Why did I stop bouncing on it and instead just sit there and take it like a dumbass? I don't get it. There you go. That's what I wanted to do.
Why'd you have to do that? To like slow him down for a sec. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, some mag. Oh, this looks very Oh, never mind.
You can stab those guys, I think, in the face, and they actually come to life. Not that I ever want that, but yeah.
Seriously.
Alright,
Save?
yeah, I'm saving. So there should be some lava up ahead I gotta cross? Oh no, it's this room, never mind. I'm a little ahead of myself, I think. I sure am. If it's what I think it is, I'm gonna get fucked out the asshole. You survive a hit from a max level? Excuse me?
Wow, let's blow up
This is the part that I don't like.
Uh-oh! Why does it take magic to use your shield?
It takes magic to take less damage by shielding yourself with magic.
Oh,
Your shield
okay.
can block. I have to... There we go. I have to cast shield and jump against these guys to basically not take as much damage as possible. Because these guys do so much fucking damage, and they're absolutely impossible to dodge, in my opinion.
Oh my god!
They're really fucking ridiculous. What I do is I just go, I'm going up here. Leave me alone.
Uh-oh. Oh, God, I thought he was following you.
Yeah, he tries. They've gone up here before, too, and it makes me really pissed off when it happens. But those guys are the worst enemies in the game. I've never killed one. It's not worth even trying. Well, glad I saved.
Are you still on your first life, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good, though. How many do you get?
You get 3. There's also an extra life somewhere near the end, but I don't remember where. So I'm just not even bothering looking for it. I should have used that first run through as like a what would you call a scouting mission, and just try and see what the fuck is up there, like where that might be. So, yeah, this room. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer.
Sick rafters. Oh, God, is that fucking... who is it called? It's gonna drive me insane. Who cares?
Alright, fuck you later. It's fine. 2 hits in that room.
Yeah.
Honestly, not that big a deal. Although my magic was sucked away, which kind of sucks. Some enemies suck magic and health, not just health. It's really annoying.
Oh, fun.
So I just keep going down here. And then over here is the fun part. You'll love watching this arbitrary ass shit. It's great. So to progress through the dungeon even further over here, what you gotta do, you gotta pass this shit first. Okay, well.
God, it's just like a non-stop barrage of bullshit.
It really is.
Like, how are you expected to, like...
I don't know.
Because
No hits!
Knockback, that was incredible. You're just lucky he didn't throw a salvo that time.
Pretty much, right? He just shoots at random, so sometimes he'll be fucking automaticing your ass, and other times not. So here's the fun part here. Right there.
What the fuck?
You're expected to know to do that to continue towards the boss. That's the only way to get down to this floor.
What the
It's
fuck?
really dumb. It's super fucking stupid. Alright, big blue blob? Yeah,
Oh!
I knew it. I was like, I think he's here. I wasn't quite sure. Spawn! Yeah. Alright, dude, over this way, please. Thank you. And later. They just happened to pop upward and it hit me. Lame. Okay, we're good. This way, please. This way.
Nintendo, waiting to spawn something on top of you. Because he had ample
That's what I
room to
wanted.
spawn in, but...
Okay. And now we save. And this one is very terrifying. Having this thing bounce around and possibly kill you, and then you have to... Oh! Ah! Okay, what hit me there? Did you see what hit me that second time? I sure as fuck didn't.
I saw the little blue guy hit you.
Yeah, but on the first time. But as I entered that hole, there was something else that hit me.
It was another blue guy. Yeah, it was that one.
No, down here.
Oh. No.
As I entered the hole, I got hit a second time. Not like at the nose of the hole, but like the actual, or the mouth. Down through the throat of the hole, I got hit. I mean, this is still my first life, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. So I just keep heading right now, and I should be good. And this is my first life that I haven't even lost a life yet, so... This is a good run. We should be good. I'll just have to
no-
kill myself here. This is the boss.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can kill myself nearby so I can?
Can you have the boss kill you?
I could, but I don't really know if I want to. Plus, if I could find some magic. Oh, okay, you're perfect. Do it. Do it now.
Moron.
In my NES version of this game, that like flashing screen is the rainbow one instead of just the different shades of red.
Yeah, I remember watching that, just being like, Jesus Christ.
I know,
like...
right? Let me actually just do this here, so it's faster retries on the boss. All right, here comes Thunderbird.
Where's Ganon?
And you can't fight him until you use the Thunder spell, and now he's able to get attacked.
Are you hurting it?
Nope. Look at how much damage you did with 2 hits. Already almost dead.
How do you hit it? I don't...
You can't do up thrust. You have to jump through the air and smack. There we go. There's 1 hit.
Out of how many?
Apparently, I think 6, 7, 8, somewhere around there. Let me check. Let me check how many bars there are that you have to hit with. Before, Thunder took my entire mana bar on the old playthrough, so at this one, it takes half, so I can at least shield and health, I think. So that's cool.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, it's 8. 8 health. And I take 1 health away each time. Each hit. Oh. I don't have enough for shield and life. Cool. Ooh. Kind of curious. Kill me. Kill me. Wait, I can just restore point. I kind of want to see what happens if I use Thunder twice.
Ooh.
Like, will it do extra? Will it just insta-kill him? That'd be cool. Nothing. Well, that's cool. I'm back. Welcome back, man. We're doing Thunderbird right now. You finished the grind? The grind is done with XP. Now we're fighting Thunderbird. Because Thunderbird's a bitch. I think I'll save for health. I don't think shield's worth it, personally. Yeah, maybe I could just create the restore point here? Since this is when the fight starts? After I use Thunder? Why not? Why not? It'd be faster, right?
Mayor said, Pod, good luck.
Yeah, I know. This boss is an asshole.
How did it not hit?
Because this hitboxes in this game make no sense.
1.
Gotta get 8. Without getting hit another 2 times, I think. Sometimes you just can't see them, dude. Like, they just mix... the blue and red blend in somehow on the screen. I don't know how. It's super fucking weird. Okay, fuck you. And it sucks that it's right in the center. You have to be in the center of the rain at all times to be able to aim at his face. It's so frustrating. Okay. 6 more hits, you know? No big deal. Fuck this boss, dude. Okay, there's a 3 out of 8.
Man, said the damage input is just crazy.
He does so much fucking damage. You have to... I don't know why I was even thinking of attempting this boss without max health and damage. I was not 888 on my other playthrough, just saying.
So was he just one-tapping you, like...
Pretty much, I could only take 2 hits. And I was doing, like... It took, like, 2 hits for me to do 1 damage.
Jesus.
While this one seems a lot more manageable, I just gotta get lucky, really. Imagine having to go through the entire palace again just to be able to get to this point. Just to die in just a handful of hits. Like, Can you please stop being a dickhead? Okay. Fuck me. This boss is ass. At least I'm not having to go through the entire dungeon to do it every time, dude.
True. I could not...
That was making me go fucking wild. I was going crazy. So what happens when you reach the 9,000 XP mark? When you get to max XP after you get to max level, you gain extra lives instead of gaining fuck me, dude. Instead of gaining more levels, you gain extra lives. So you can grind out, like, 10 lives if you really want to, for example.
But you're cheating, so it's okay.
Yeah, but why do that when I could just use restore points, right?
Excuse me?
There's 2. 3. No. It's so easy to make a small mistake. Fuck, and I just want to get back in the center. I wish healing would restore your full health instead of just like 3 little bars, because that's basically just 1 extra hit for me.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Jesus!
Fuck, he's speeding.
More?
He's speeding up. Like holy shit! It's like he just went. Oh, you did 3 hits. Time to go into turbo, maximum overdrive.
You hit 4. Oh, what happened? You.
Oh, I didn't load the suspend point. That's what happened.
That was weird.
I was like, why do I have full mana all of a sudden? Fuck me, dude. That was 2 hits!
Oh, that's the.
What the fuck was that?
That was you spamming.
I'm learning speedrun strats over here, dude. Yeah, it's over. There's no way I'm gonna beat this guy with 1 hit. Please no, please no, please, damn it. Fuck this shit. I can't even get past the half health mark on him.
So ridiculous. Awesome.
Oh, I did the double though. Immediately lost 2 health too, but hey, cool.
Man, said, come on, you got this.
Yeah, eventually maybe.
There he goes, he's going to turbo mode.
Seriously, dude, what the fuck is this turbo? What am I supposed to do? It's so fast now!
It's definitely when you hit 4 pegs is when he starts going fucking bananas, like...
And you say that you didn't struggle with Thunderbird, Manu, when you were a child? I don't believe you. I legitimately do not believe you. I thought Thunderbird was easy whenever I was a kid. You're wrong. You're lying to me. Your copy of Zelda 2 was baby copy. Baby's first Zelda game.
Less with Thunderbird than with Shadow Link. So he said this was easier than fighting Shadow Link. Silence. That's just.
Sorry, I thought I was dead. Is the thing, and so like I immediately just loaded.
Fucked up your.
Fucking kill yourself, kid, please. Okay, I ran right into that one.
It doesn't help that like this game is, you know, it's old, so it has like the frame like.
The sprites just like kind of feel like they blend in with each other sometimes, in my opinion. I feel like I'm having a hard time tracking all these like fireballs at times.
Well, when there's also 15 on the screen at once, it's a lot to
Well,
track
I feel like I can track bullet hell games a lot better than this, and they have way more bullets on the screen.
They're definitely a lot smoother, better frame rate, and don't have like the fucking freaking out like sprites.
The flickering sprites is what really gets me too.
Yeah.
It's like this for some reason the flickering, because like these fireballs are flickering a fuck ton.
For me, it's I'm sure for you it's not too bad, but like I imagine up on the stream, because at least in Discord, because it's, you know, one of those old games. Yeah, it's doing it too on the stream. His health bar has like black lines going up and down it because of the frames or whatever. Because that's just what the sprites were back then.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like Thunderbird would like part of his wing will just go into a void. Like
I am seeing that with his wings for sure, even on my end. But his health bar seems to be at least stable on my end. So.
Yeah, no, the health bar is like freaking out because they said because I didn't know the exploit and said I see that too.
Excuse me, that didn't hit.
That one did though.
I know, right? These make no sense sometimes. Fuck. I would have never gotten this no matter how many times I tried this boss on the NES. It would have never happened. I could still be playing Zelda 2 to this day, and I still would have never gotten it. There's no amount of random chance that would have gotten me the win. Nor is there any amount of skill involved in this boss fight. It's entirely bullshit. How? It's like I have to avoid damage all the way up until the 4-point, and then that's when I can afford to take damage, is what it feels like.
Yeah, I mean, that'd make your life easier, that's for sure.
It's so impossible.
However, when the game just elects not to have you do it.
2 hits that should have hit, didn't.
I'm so invested. Ah, bullet hell! Oh, fuck.
Hit him, you bitch! I see that too, Austin. I kind of want to fight against him too now, just to see how hard he really is. It's stupid. It's really dumb. Like, I'm not playing it up, like, I'm not throwing for content. This is legitimately a really stupid boss.
I'm sure you want to be done with Zelda too. Like...
Yeah, you really think I'm gonna be dragging this out because I enjoy this game? Is that of all games for me to be dragging out, Zelda 2 is the one that I should be dragging out because I love this game or something? No. Not at all.
No one's throwing accusations, Nathan. You're good. Even Minna's like, I didn't say that.
I know, but like...
Are you just having your own self-argument?
I'm just mad, okay? What the fuck is... I can't do anything! It's just stupid!
It's so funny.
It's so bad. I can at least do up thrust, and that would make this fight so much better. I have to wait for him to come down, and then once he's down, then I can attack him. But the thing is, like, he shoots literally like a few pixels above where you can slap his face. So if he comes down into you while he's shooting up, you can also just get hit by nothing because you won't see the fireball spawn and dumb shit like that. It's stupid. Not to mention you have poor control in the air. It's so bizarre. I just don't get it in the slightest. On what intern decided to make this boss fight, and why did Reggie decide that they should be doing this fucking boss fight design in the first place? Reggie!
Why would it be an intern?
Because it's bad.
You
cannot tell me that the Prime Zelda team made this game. I refuse to believe that the people who made Zelda 1 made this game. Should I even continue this attempt? I can only take 2 hits. Okay, this attempt's over.
You're doing the thing where you get worse and you give up after 1 smack. You're like,
I know.
it's ruined. Like...
It's ruined. I was talking about my sesame chicken and my friend called me, so I don't know if you said anything after that. I said that cooking's really just a thing where you just practice and get better at it. Like, you can't expect everything, every recipe, every attempt at a new thing to be perfect the first try. You'll get better at first trying recipes the more you cook, because you'll have more knowledge on how food works and ingredients mesh together and shit, you know?
Yeah.
And turbo.
It is
sock. It's not sock day. It's not fucking sock day. I'm sorry. You expect me to do this shit with sock hands? 1 hit. 1 hit. Oh, I'm alive. No!
Manny said so when you use shield spell, he only does 1 health bar damage.
Yes, however, I don't know if... Is that better than just using a life spell?
Well, you get a lot more...
I guess I could try it out, sure. Let me get the fucking clock out and get my fucking socks on. I thought you were a pro gamer, Nathan, and I thought you were a nicer person, Danielle. I just... I don't want to do sock hands on the legitimate hardest boss in all of Zelda. I really don't. Why would you do this to me?
But if you win, you can say you did it with sock hands.
It's now a challenge run, guys.
Then you'll be the ultimate gamer.
It's true. Who else could say they've beaten the final boss in Zelda with socks on their hands? Right, sock hands activated.
No big deal, but I beat Thunderbird with sock hands. People will look at you and be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
This isn't going to go well.
This is a Wendy's. Like...
This is a... I'm just some... I'm just some dude who's going to Wendy's talking to the fucking cashier and talking about the prime achievement of my life. Just like, I beat Thunderbird in Zelda 2 with socks on my hands. sounds.
So,
I'm
like, what
such
the
a
fuck
fucking
is a
pro gamer.
Thunderbird? Like,
Only Zelda I know is Breath of the Wild. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
you know what's insane?
What?
You haven't taken damage yet. Oh, there it is.
It's because I'm taking it a lot fucking slower. I'm not getting nearly as greedy with my hits. Damn it. Fuck off, you motherfucker. Okay,
It looks like it is better, actually, though.
what's
'Cause
better?
it looks like you get one or two extra hits.
Maybe.
with-
Oh my fucking word, dude. This is impossible!
What exactly does the thunder spell again? It just, like, makes him go from red to blue so he's able to slap him.
Yeah, Thunder Spell just makes it to where you are able to attack Thunderbird. Without the Thunder Spell, you do 0 damage to Thunderbird. Basically, so I started the fight after fighting using the Thunder Spell, just or at least the restore point set to that, so that it's so hard to control. It really with the socks, I'm having to use my middle finger to reach over to the button because it's so out of the way.
Button.
No.
Whoa.
Come
It
on.
sucks that the beam doesn't do anything.
I know.
It has
That's
to
with
be-
most bosses. The beam does no damage in most cases. It's like, what's the point of the beam other than just surviving regular day-to-day fights? It just seems to have 0 purpose, if you ask me.
So, did they make the new the fuck is it called? The Age of Calamity Zelda game that just came out. What is
Yeah,
that?
that's a Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors. Is that not multiplayer?
It is. You can do couch co-op with it.
That's not what I meant. Like,
Oh, you mean like online multiplayer?
Yeah.
I don't know. Me, dude. This phase is stupid. It's really dumb. Like, what am I meant to do there? There's no way to escape that onslaught.
Oh, it almost looks like there is a little bit of a pattern though.
Kind of, but it's like still really
I'm sure
ridiculous.
it'd be easier if you didn't have socks on your hands.
Sure, sure.
Because you're not doing terrible. Like,
Okay. Fuck. Why would you do this to me, Danielle? It hurts to grip and reach my fingers across the Wii gamepad with sock hands. Because I'm having to, like, stretch the socks out with my thumb and shit.
Man, is 3 magic bars enough for one more life spell?
It's
you
like
just tried that.
3.1, sadly.
Oh, okay, that's...
It's really annoying. So, like, I can do shield, and then it's like, oh, that's enough for life spell. No, it's not. It's just barely not enough. It's legit, like, a dick hair away from being enough. And it's
Oh.
really annoying. It's super frustrating. Up here comes the onslaught. What a good game.
You wanna see my fireballs? No, I don't. Why are you a Thunderbird, but you throw fireballs? Like...
It's true. Thunderbird's name makes no
Also,
sense.
I also can't really tell what I'm looking at. It looks like a torso with no arms and legs, but wings on the back.
It's very old school video game, weird final boss that's just like a conglomeration of what?
You just have to kind of figure it out. It almost looks like a fucking one of the Bayonetta bosses. Like,
Yeah. Very old school Japanese game with very strange creature design.
maybe he is a bird, and using the thunder to attack him makes him the Thunderbird. Does that make?
You do have to use thunder to
so-
turn him from red to blue.
I get it, and I'm sure it's just like a hint. But like, if I get shot, am I now known as the Gunman?
Gunman. I got shot, now I'm Gunman. I got stabbed, now I'm Swordman. Is that how Mega Man works with like the Cutman and
What situation in today's time would you be in where if you get stabbed by a sword? I thought you were gonna say Knife Man.
I'm talking more along the lines of like samurai times, you know? You're no longer a samurai.
Feudal Japan.
Yeah, exactly. If you get stabbed by a sword and survive, you're now sword man. It's kind of like the guy in Coco who dies, or everyone calls him chorizo because he dies from choking on chorizo, he thought.
Oh, he thought? Is that
thought.
a spoiler? I've never seen the movie.
It's kind of a spoiler, but I mean, it's not at the same time. Because I don't really say any other details, you motherfucker. It's so ridiculous in the pattern, dude. The second phase is just completely bullshit.
Use your shield, Nathan.
My shield? Oh yeah, the shield spell.
Wasted. You're wasted.
That's true.
Man. That's one less hit.
It's fine. It's not like I'm gonna get it this attempt anyway.
Oh, no, that attitude. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's over.
One more hit. Alright, you kind of...
Listen, I just try to recenter myself, okay? The center is a very easy platform to work with. I'm gonna get hit.
Managed, I recognize you're on almost 90% of the time on the blue blocks. Maybe move more because the space between the fireballs get bigger.
The problem is, if I do that shit, then I end up getting, like, if I get off, I can get cornered over in the sides. It's easier to stay in the center for me, personally. At least that's the way I've noticed it.
It's also, Link moves like a fucking truck in this game, so...
Yeah, it's very hard to, like, slow down and shit like that, dude.
I'd say it makes juking pretty difficult, like...
Fuck me. Not to mention I could be like, oh, I'm gonna dodge this fireball and immediately run into a different one, is the problem with, like, trying to juke anything. Ugh.
You gotta be omnipotent.
You're right. I gotta know what's coming. I gotta be the bird.
Be the thunder. Salvo! Oh. I'm like trying not to talk.
I'm trying not to breathe. Hit him, you motherfucker! I slapped twice and both are a fucking a whiff!
They really just never email me back?
Who, Amazon or the company?
Fucking Skytech. They're like...
Okay.
They're like... It sounds like you may have a loose RAM stick. It's like, no, that's not the issue, fuckhead. Like... what about trying to take down the first 4 health bars and damageless, and then doing a quick save?
You see, the problem is you have to do it damageless, and I've yet to do that, I'm pretty sure. Just saying. That would be the smart thing to do, sure, but also, you gotta do it.
Not likely.
Sock hands? Oh, JK, I don't have enough points. Good, because I really don't want to do sock hands right now. Fuck off, dude. Hit him, you motherfucker! What? Excuse me? Was there a fireball there? No. Just double hit, please. I want that double smack. There we go. There's that. Fuck. It's so hard! No! I think you've done it once. Oh, one time. Therefore, I am capable. Watch it have been with sock hands, too. Because I was kind of dodging well with sock hands, which is odd. Did I even use my shield there? I don't think I did. I think I'm just going to use shield real quick, and then, like, create a restore point, just to speed things up a little bit. Watch me immediately get slapped by something. Come on. Come on. Drop down, please. There you go.
They definitely make his upward momentum much slower than his downward.
Yeah, he just, like, zooms up, but just, like, doesn't want to drop down at all. Oh, yeah, okay. Or just don't hit him, you know, whatever, fuck you. I don't understand this, boss.
What if sock hands is the answer, though? Maybe the magic of socks give you...
I got passed by like 3 people!
Gamer moves. Or you get more careful with your movement. Oh, now I gotta hear this.
Why do I have to be high-pitched, Nathan Emma? Why? Why? I don't want to be. I don't like this boss. I don't like this game. And you're gonna be throwing this at me? Excuse me? It's rude. This boss is ass, even with save points. Like, fuck. Fuck!
It's just a fuck! Like,
I don't like him. Ah!
bleh, 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 bleh.
Okay, we're close. We're close.
I don't know why you
yeah.
acknowledged it.
We're close to the halfway point, which is where things get real. Okay, we're just not gonna do damage. Whatever. Yeah. I don't get it.
You almost fell out of it there. I don't know what you were trying to hit that time.
Just swinging, hoping for the best.
Yeah, just take it real slow.
It's kind of hard to take slow when he's going fucking Mach speed, dude. Not to mention, I can't see when he's like sniffing my nutsack.
It's true. It makes
And
sense.
he's throwing balls through his face, and I'm like, I can't see shit.
Oh, goddamn.
Fuck,
Double hit.
It's over.
Get the double
A
hit!
double hit. No, there was one hit left.
Oh, maybe it
Thunderbird.
was saying save.
No, I'm not gonna save there. That's stupid. I gotta get the fight. Fuck me. I want to get at least like the halfway point. Hitless and then save. I think that's the goal.
Fuck me.
Fuck me. Why? Why? Oh.
It made the noise though, like, oh no, it's your fucking sword.
It is my sword beam coming up at full health, Dad. Fuck. It's very difficult to dodge.
I think you might be able to survive one hit.
No, I wanna
No.
be damageless. Because then I'm gonna have to deal with that for another hour.
An hour, huh?
Uh-huh. That's just how it is. That's
think you're
Thunderbird's
better.
rule. Hour minimum. On the first phase and second phase each. Because asshole he is. Fuck your mother. I hope she gets stabbed in the poon. Alright, we're back to regular Nathan. Thank you for redeeming that, Elsa.
The cadence of that was great.
Okay, too late. That's what I meant with safe. You tried so hard and got so far. You had one hit at the halfway point. I want no hits at the fuck halfway point.
Well, that was a long 3 minutes.
Yeah, it really was, wasn't it? Every second is an hour fighting this boss, it feels like.
Was it like the fucking Tsukiyomi from Naruto?
Seriously. Every minute is a year. I think it's something like that, the Tsukiyomi. I'm crying, laughing. Fuck your mother.
Oh, man.
Fuck. No! Stop.
Ooh.
No. Okay, we're good. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Next. Okay.
Sick.
Cool.
Sick. Yeah.
2 more.
Whoa!
I got greedy because I was like, I missed. I gotta go for it another time. If you miss, you
What
just...
are those double hits? Like,
I know,
just
right?
stopped getting those.
I know. I got like 2 or 3 double hits overall, and then I was over. That was the most hype. That would be good. I guess I'm watching the VOD. You need Elsa. You need to it to Elsa. It's funny. What, did she miss it?
It's she said her audio is like not working.
Oh, did she? Sorry, I'm focusing so much on the boss. It's hard to focus on chat.
Yeah.
Would you... excuse me. He's like, I'm gonna close off your path back onto the blue blocks. Because I'm an asshole.
You know, at least he himself doesn't hurt you.
That would be infuriating if that was the case.
I feel like
Especially with how
85%.
large he is.
Yeah, I feel like 85% of the time, fireballs are what the fuck is wrong with me? Aren't even going directly towards you. They're moving like predicting your movement.
It feels like it, doesn't it? It feels like they kind of like fire off in a direction of like where I'm headed. And it's very difficult because of how fast they're shooting to really like end the random movements around the screen of Thunderbird itself. It makes it very difficult to be able to manipulate in any sort of way, you know? The easiest is when Thunderbird's really high up to dodge, because then you can like see where they're coming from, and they usually fly off to the side really far, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's whenever it's, we're almost there. It's whenever there's like,
Ooh.
that's it. That's it.
This is the run.
This is the run. Instantly gets slapped.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, you know what? We're fine. There's a chance.
Yeah,
there's a chance.
You got it. You got you.
Link doesn't want to hit him. Thunderbird's dead, baby. Hell yeah.
Now, someone stitch that together and make it one.
It's
fell
true.
run.
It's true. There were no save states at all. We will make sure in editing in the VODs that this is a legitimate run. And actually, it's world record. It's a world record speed run. This should be easy now. See, wasn't it? It wasn't as hard, was it? It's stupid. Oh, and now we get to fight Dark Link. I'm gonna save just in case, but I'm pretty sure fighting Dark Link is pretty funny.
I thought you said that.
He's kind of a meme, but I hope I know how to fight him. I don't have my shield anymore.
He took it.
Oh wait, I never used it. I think you just do this, and he just keeps running into you.
Uh-oh.
This is the final fight, everybody. Thunderbird, that was nothing. This is the real fight. I win! I did it! I beat Zelda 2. See, I didn't know about this when I was a kid. You gotta somehow edit it with Sockant, so it's even cooler that you defeated him with the Sockant. It's true. It's true, I'll do that. Lol, Alvy says.
Very liberal tunic we got.
And now we use the Triforce that we stole from Ganon to awaken Zelda, and hopefully,
It's time to get out of bed, bitch!
So we didn't steal the Triforce from Ganon. Ganon's not in this game. We stole the Triforce from Thunderbird.
Weirdly enough, though, because when you get the game over screen, Ganon's there.
I know. You saved Tyrell. What, Ganon would just happen to be out on vacation that night? So Thunderbird, his first mate, decided to...
His intern?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, the curtains fall.
I forgot. I think they kiss in this scene.
Oh!
The end.
That's
So what are we doing now? You did it! I don't know. I really didn't plan on beating this game this quickly. I mean, Ganon is dead in this game. All the enemies try to collect Link's blood to revive him. Is that what it is? Oh yeah, because it's at the game over screen is Ganon's revival or something is what it says on the game over screen. So yeah, if you lose the game, Ganon gets revived. So we'll say that on the NES, that's the timeline where Ganon gets revived, and in this one is where I actually am the hero and I win. Thank you for the boosted party parrot. I appreciate it.
I could hear that through your headset.
Like I don't hear it through my microphone.
Like I have the stream muted, so I don't get to hear that, right? Which is I'm okay with that.
Now to never play this game again. Exactly. Not touching this game ever again.
I can hear your mic picking it up off your headset. Like that's how loud it is.
How many people back in the 80s you think actually saw the credits in this game?
7.
7. Shit. Jesus fucking Christ, it's so loud! Save, evil, save. Hey everyone, I'm doing alright. Yes, welcome to the stream. Oh, I missed Angry Nathan. You did. Thanks a million. Push start to replay. Replay! Is that really what you think I want to do, Nintendo?
I think Discord locked up because I just see staff programmer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me go check it out. It says it's working fine on my end, but whatever. I'll do it again. I mean, not that we are playing this game that for much longer since I beat it. Let's do another quick 100% run, just for fun. You know, yeah, right. I'll incorporate speedrun strats.
For funsies.
Actually, the speedrun for this game is pretty easy, I'm pretty sure. You just do some, like, movements that manipulate the memory and you just teleport to the end or some shit. Push start to replay.